Alright, in this video we will be solving equations by factoring. Now in the previous video we were factoring, and when you factor, you just factor and stop. Alright, you just rewrite the expression as something times something. So, I'd have some original problem and I just would factor it and I would just stop. That's it. But when you have an equation, often what you're trying to do is find values that will make this equation true. In other words, we're trying to find out what does n equal. So that's what we're doing now. So we're not going to just stop at this. We're going to keep going and find out what n is. But we're going to start by factoring. We just won't stop there. Okie dokie. So the first step of factoring is to take out the greatest common factor. So the GCF is just n. So I will take out that n like this. That's going to leave behind n plus 6. Now, according to the zero product property, I can get solutions by setting these factors equal to 0. So over here, I will set n equals 0. Or maybe n plus 6 could be 0. Well, n equals 0 is its own solution. If I subtract 6 from both sides, that's going to give me n equals -6. So this equation has two solutions, 0 or -6. Alright, if you substituted those values back into the equation, either one of them will give you 0 for the answer. So that's how you can check your work. How about number 28? There's no GCF, but this is the difference of two squares. So I can factor this as b plus 4 times b minus 4. It's the difference of two squares. Now, according to the zero product property, I can get my two solutions by setting these equal to 0. So subtracting 4 gives me b equals -4. Adding 4 gives me b equals +4. So I have two solutions again. Okay, for number 29. In order to use the zero product property, we need 0 over here. So the first thing you should do is add 2 to both sides. So that means I have n squared minus 5n minus 14 is equal to 0. Now we can factor. When I see a trinomial like this, it's probably going to factor as a binomial times a binomial. N squared is n times n. 14, first thing that comes to mind is 2 times 7, right? Now, inner plus outer has to equal the middle. Inner, I have 2n. Outer, I have 7n. I'm trying to get -5, so if I had a +2 and a -7, that would make -5. So +2, -7. Also, 2 times -7 makes -14, so it works. So there, I've just factored it, but we won't stop here. We have to find out what n equals. So we will do our zero product property. If I set n plus 2 equals 0, I'm going to get n equals -2. If I set n minus 7 equals 0, I'm going to get n equals +7. So here are my two solutions for number 29. The important thing is to not just factor and stop. Alright, we're solving now. Okay, what about this? Oh, looks like the same thing. Let's just add 6 to both sides. That's going to give me n squared minus 8n plus 7 equals 0. Let's try factoring this as a binomial times a binomial. There is no GCF. N squared is just n times n. 7 is a prime number. It can only be 7 times 1. Inner plus outer equals middle. Inner I have 7n, outer I have 1n. I'm trying to get negative 8. That will only happen if both of these are negative. So that means both of these are negative, which is okay because the negative times the negative is a positive. Alright, pardon my yawn. It's almost 2 a.m. Crazy. I should be in bed. Zero product property. I'm going to set these equal 0. So n minus 7 equals 0. N minus 1 equals 0. That's n equals 7. N equals 1. 2 solutions. Alright. Alright, I guess that was the end for this part. And luckily for me, I already made a video for the other part previously. So that's going to do it for us right now. Good night.